18 times. And the most it's ever taken me was 238 times before I stopped going for it.
Before you stopped, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of them are kind of pointless because none of them you ever really use much in the final game anyway. Paula's always going to be doing psychic attacks. Ness's one literally comes at the fucking the last room before Gygus. Jeff is always going to use the heavy bazooka. So there's really almost never a time where you're going to say, man, I really wish I had the best weapon in the game. So there's so few points where it's actually a thing that you want to get. Yeah, the ratio was 1 in 128, and even after 238 attempts, I still couldn't get it.
Let's see, 1 in 128. That's a 0.78% chance. Less than 1%.
Yeah. Oh, come the fuck on.
Yeah, Mother 3 just felt like it kind of got rid of a lot of the padding. Like, it's a game that knows exactly where, you know, what the pacing is, where it wants to be at certain times, and it just, there's no kind of real grinding that you need to do.
Yeah. Earthbound has considerably less than most RPGs. I mean, I'm doing this now so I don't have to do anything later on. Particularly so I don't have to do anything in Saturn Valley. Grinding in Saturn Valley is a pain in the ass.
I forgot that there were enemies in Saturn Valley.
The cave. God, he has to be one fucking hit away from death. Tessie. For fuck's sake. Alright, let me move the other Wii U controller. She's still walking on. Hold on.
Well, just turn it upside down.
Yeah, that's her way of telling me I want dinner now.
Good cat.
Yeah, that was her way of telling me, get dinner in me now. Let me restore. Let's see. We hit about another 6-hour mark, so let's do another giveaway while I'm still grinding these guys out.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. Okay, so I'll be running for about a minute or two.
So how many cave boys have we fought?
We've killed about 5 by now. You want to be at least level like 15, 16. So each time we kill one, we basically get a free level. And we got a real big HP up last time we did that.
We've got a lot of broken things too.
Yeah, once we get back to Thread, we can start repairing some of them. Like right now, I think the most useful thing he has in terms of broken items is I can make a broken gun. I need to actually get a let me get that on my phone. The IQ chart. Not IQ chart by race. What? Google. What?
How phrenology is really good.
Alright, so let's see. If we have an IQ of 12, we can make a pretty good gun for him. And I think our IQ is... Oh, 13. So I can actually make a trip back to, Now, remember I kind of mentioned before that you actually need to be, like, in a hotel situation where it's, like, the screen has to fade to black in order for it to count?
Yeah, because the thing is, he does it by working through the night.
Yeah. That means in order to actually do that, I have to go all the way back to Brick Road. But it'll be worth it. By the way, anyone interested in a giveaway, feel free to click yes on that, and
You have to opt in.
yeah, there should be a thing running at the top of chat. Just click yes on that, and get a prize, or your choice of many other things that we have.
Just for coming out and just for being you.
And giving back, because we are what's it, a quarter of the way there, or fifth
What,
of the way there.
money wise or time wise?
Time wise.
Yeah, a quarter.
We're a quarter of the way there, and we're over halfway to our goal. So
Yep. Also, don't be shy. We've got a ton of prizes.
yeah, no, seriously, we
really, if we wanted to give away all these, we'd have to be giving them away once an hour at least.
we could afford to give. We're gonna have enough so that everyone who donated $50 or more will be able to take something as well. But we specifically want to give the option to people who are taking their time out to come and watch this live and give, and we appreciate you guys. So do not be afraid to opt in. All right. And the winner is Strong Bad Man.
That's a nice name.
Good job, Strong Bad Man.
Steiny, get me that prize.
Alright, so, Pull, if you have the link, just link the, link in chat yep. Alright, so now we can fix as many of these broken items as we want, and there's, something that's like if you have a broken item and you repaired one before, there's a 1 in 4 chance that it won't, but every time I'm going to be repairing these things, it'll be in a place where I don't have to pay for the hotel, so it's not going to affect this.
Oh, okay. So there's a chance that you don't repair it.
Yeah, you need to have the IQ, you need to have the item in your inventory, and it's basically so that if you have 2 items that you're trying to repair, it should take at most 5 nights for you to repair all of them. But if you, that's if you try and repair one after another.
5 nights, you say?
5 nights at Brick Roads. Yeah. Which reminds me, have you watched any full playthrough of Sister Location yet?
No.
It's actually pretty interesting. I give him kudos.
Yeah, like I said, I don't have any animosity towards the guy, but the games just aren't for me.
Me neither, but I kind of applaud him. I thought it was going to be nothing but more of the same, and he managed to make it.
And so far, all of his games have kind of been more the same. But it's just in that genre where you have to concentrate very hard to look for visual cues and especially audio cues, and the payoff is always, something pops out and screams at you, and it's just not for me.
Yeah. Oh, that's the thing. This one, there's actually no 2 nights that are alike. It's all completely different stuff each night, as opposed to every other game where it's do the thing you did on the first night, but better.
Okay, so it's actual different tasks each night then.
Yeah, it's kind of got like a narrative to go with it, and it feels more like you're on like a guided tour or something.
Does it still have the phone guy?
Phone guy I don't think is in it.
Okay. Because I liked phone guy.
I think we all like phone guy.
Yeah, I mean, the game is geared to kids, really.
It really is geared to kids, and it shouldn't be, because a lot of that is, like, child murder.
I mean, if you look into it. Like, it never says that outright.
Oh, the third game does.
Oh, really?
Child murder outright, yeah. Yeah,
like, I think of it like a Goosebumps thing, where, kids like to be scared. Not too scared, but they like to be scared.
Yeah. Oh, man, Five Nights at Freddy's World. I forgot all about that one. It was the RPG that they made.
Yeah, that was the RPG that it came out, and then Scott was like, actually, you know what? I'm going to recall this because it's really bad right now.
Yeah, I remember that.
He was, like, ashamed that he brought it out that quickly with so much still wrong with it.
And he's like Mr., the game's already released 35 minutes ago. I don't blame you. Some of that lore is, like, heavy, heavy stuff. Oh, that might actually have been pretty good. I forgot there was a cheap bracelet in there.
Wonder how much you can sell it for.
40, I think. So
that's not cheap at all.
It's not expensive either. The copper bracelet is like $400. I mean, think about it. If you went out and bought a bracelet for $100, wouldn't you want it to be not cheap?
Yeah, Strong Batman, I sent you a link to the prize list. Just put your name in the claimed by field by the prize that you want, And then the preferred means of contact, which is we will contact you when we're distributing.
Yep, because we're gonna handle all of that once the stream is finished, and I've slept for like 4 years.
Yeah. Make note of the donation minimum on the right-hand side. Like, we're pretty much doing the honor system. Like, if you've donated that much, you can get those prizes, but, you know, if you haven't...
Yeah, it's mostly, we're pretty much only putting donation, you know, honor donation requirements for pretty much anything that's art commissioned or whatnot, because, like, the straps I'm getting for relatively cheap, but the art, we want to be able to still, you know, give the artist a little bit of money back too, and whatnot. So, like, they're very generous to be giving, you know, donations at a considerable discount, but we want to be able to give something to them, back to them as well. So it's the only reason why.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to upsell this, but they're good commissions. Like, one of the guys is a friend of mine, and he does good work.
You can actually see a lot of their work in the window right there. So if you see like if you see art that you're particularly in, you know, anything that particularly grabs you, you can ask us more about that particular artist, and we will happily help you out. So by now I've got almost a full thing of all picnic lunches. And, yeah, you know what? I think I'm good enough to head back.
Yeah, you gained, like, I don't know how many levels here.
We're basically on point with Ness and Paula, so Jeff will be doing as much damage as anyone else.
Okay.
Especially with that new gun, I think he's actually out-damaging Ness at this point. Yeah, that's a heavy story for people who are 13 or 14. It's heavy for me, and I'm used to really fucked up shit.
Like, I don't think it's that fucked up.
Parts of it can be. But, you know, it's not fucked up.
I think Witch's House was worse.
Witch's House is definitely way more fucked up. Now it's time for my favorite music in the entire game. I like that he had to remind himself of E equals MC squared by writing it on the board. Like, isn't that basic knowledge?
Well, I mean, yeah.
I don't know, man.
Like, you might not know.
It might.
You might not know exactly what it means, but I'm sure you've seen it in cartoons or something.
I don't know, man. What if E is greater than or equal to MC squared? Changing the fucking game, huh?
Yeah, what if E equals MC cubed? Huh?
MC paired.
MC hammer pants.
Pretty sure he took a lot of E. It's theory of relativity, meaning that perceived motion appears to move faster than motion that's perceived to be slowed down.
It's kind of weird theoretical time travel stuff.
So when I was going to Camp Fangamer, someone played, I was listening to an Earthbound, you know, thing of remixes that I had on my phone, and when the plane was coming in for landing, it started playing the Skyrunner theme, which I thought was the most ominous shit in the world. Because I'm like, oh god, no, am I about to crash right into the middle of Arizona?
Didn't the Mr. Saturns build this thing?
No, Dr. Andanitz did.
Oh, okay.
They pretty much took the broken Skyrunner and used Mr. Saturn technology to make it into the phase disorder. Man, did that ever scare me. Hey everybody, I'm Jeff. I just crashed right into this building. Glad it didn't land on you.
Yeah, that would have been embarrassing.
So unlike Paula, who comes to us with nothing and we have, you know, tons of things to drop off on them, Jeff has an already really filled inventory, so time to distribute a couple of these here picnic baskets. I generally like to make sure everyone has at least one space open. And the reason why he came here with this bad key machine. Yeah, there's a reason why I grinded them out. We pretty much can use those right through Belch's Base and Milky Way.
Okay, I've got your order in, Strong Bad Man, so again, after we've done everything and had a chance to rest up, we will start distributing stuff.
Yep. Let's see, how's everyone doing health-wise? Oh, good, that, the woman who knocked us out gave us full health back. Cool. Oh yeah, so now we'll actually be able to see what the hell happened to that pizza that we ordered. We also got a lot.
I don't think any other game has done this ATM system.
No, they don't, and I love the ATM system, and I like the fact that if you want to order like pizza or whatnot, you actually have to order it and wait for it to be delivered. So yeah, I have to reorder the pizza now. So, what I'm going to do instead is drop off a couple of items with them. So I think we have about 3 things that we don't need anymore, and then we can order that big-ass pizza. Yeah, most of the weapons that he fixes can't be sold. Anything that you, like, build can't be, you can't sell it back. So let's give them Hand-Aid. Backstage pass we're never gonna need again.
Oh, did we do Runaway 5 already?
Oh yeah. Technically the bad key machine and the pack of gum we don't need either, but let me sell a couple things back first. I always save the Hand-Aid for Magicant. Well, thankfully we can sell the stun gun, and I think we can sell the pop gun. Yeah, no, that's it. I can sell, next time I need, actually, you know what? I can also probably drop off the pencil eraser, too.
Like, out of the stuff that you repair for Jeff, what of it is any good?
Weapons, shield killer, and, heavy bazooka are like, the big ones.
But, like, the slime generator?
I never use it. It's much more effective in, Mother 3. Oh, they had Shin Gojira ice cream?
On the whole, we have a lot less tie-ins for stuff.
Yeah, we do.
Like, did you watch that video yesterday about the the Dream Factory event?
I didn't. It's the first thing I'm gonna watch once I wake up from coma.
Yeah. It's apparently there's this really interesting video where they kind of detail what the history was behind Doki Doki Panic, which was like everyone knows was Mario 2 in the United States. It was actually like a tie-in game that was at the end of a year-long advertising campaign for this outdoor festival, which was like an electronics entertainment expo with like hundreds of different companies. They had tie-ins, you know, they had the pamphlets, phone cards, subway cards, passes, and they had pop groups that were named after the festival, which later on changed their name after the festival was over, and I think some of them still perform to this day. And at the end of it was the video game, which was co-produced by Nintendo and featured characters that were created as mascots for the event. This is
Yep.
don't do the tent glitch.
What is the tent glitch?
You don't know the tent glitch?
I think I've seen it at some point, but I probably forgot it.
Okay, so in this tent, I don't know if you could do it at this point right now, but there's a corner of the tent that you can check it repeatedly, and it'll go, you know, no problem here, no problem here, no problem here.
It'll start giving
And then
text
past this, I don't know why this is, but if you check that corner a certain number of times, it starts rewriting stuff in the game's memory, and it will start glitching out. You'll get graphical errors, you'll get like random text, the music will start corrupting, and past a certain point you can't even play it anymore.
Okay.
And I don't know what it is about that spot.
We'll make sure not to fucking do that.
Yeah. Like, I think you could do like a system restore point. I'm pretty sure you could.
Yeah, because at that point it's just pure emulation.
Yeah. So, I mean, we could do the tent glitch.
We'll save that for once we beat the game. So normally...
Is the circus still there at the end of the game?
The tent is, yeah. So I should have been getting a phone call from Apple Kid about the fly honey, but I think because I'm waiting for the pizza, it might have actually overwritten that. Like, if you have something coming your way, like, Apple Kid's supposed to, I think, have a mock pizza delivery man bring it. So if they're already bringing me a pizza, I don't think I can actually get the fly honey.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure some people have tried to hack it.
I don't know if it's possible to ruin a cart that way. Like, I am not an expert, but I don't think carts are built like that.
I mean, you're technically rewriting memory in it, but I think it also has to be, like, you're right, you're rewriting active memory. Like, if you glitch out a Pokemon cart, and then shut the game off and turn it back on, I think it's still a working Pokemon cart.
The only way I could see that you would ruin a cart like that is if you somehow rewrite the memory or the coding involved for boot up.
Yeah.
Because obviously your save point is mush at that time, but I don't know if it would ever make it so the cart can't boot properly.
Oh wait, no, I'm not waiting for the call from Apple Kid. I gotta take care of the tent. I got me a hostile tent I gotta take down. Time to get some fly honey. I didn't think it was intentional, but because there are so many sprites up on spread at once, it always kind of has like a little bit of lag and slowdown. So it almost kind of feels like you're running through a like creepy slow motion town. Alright, let's go take... So, this guy can be a pretty tough son of a bitch. But, thankfully, Jeff has something that I've been saving that'll make this fight considerably easier. Alright, launch him. So yeah, the big bottle rocket makes that fight nothing. All the fly honeys say I'm pretty fly. Yeah, he literally comes fucking out of nowhere. He's like, oh, you look like you got an extra kid with you. Better go south and fuck up a tent. The dog doesn't say anything, he's just shocked.
It was too intense for him.
Oh my god, that was the most intense thing ever. Oh my god, I can lick my own balls. Okay, so now I think that should clear.
No pitching of tents in this area without permission.
I just like that guy. It's like, how do we get rid of the zombies? Set everything on fire. And that brat bastard who left his wife and kids. It's like, well, fuck you, family. One of us is living. Intense. Yeah, so Jeff's bottle rockets are the single most powerful thing in the entire game.
Does he make the bottle rockets?
No, you buy them from the arms dealer.
But is he the only one that can use them?
Yep.
Okay. What happens if somebody else tries to?
You just can't use them. It won't. It'll say like tried but failed. All right, there's our zombie paper. If you've seen one tent around, I've seen two of them actually. One of them I blew up with the fucking bottle rocket. Yeah, that's $238 for a very expensive pizza. It's got truffles and everything on it. I also love this pizza delivery man. He's like, fuck it, I've decided you're an S. He's like, there are zombies all over this town. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Just save my life. Alright, let's lay this shit down. Let's throw the pizza on down and everything will be fine. Zombie paper is a stupid product name.
Well, what would you call it?
Oh no, that's what he says. And then it's okay, he's gonna say the dumbest thing ever in a little bit. Zombies don't eat bones. They eat the flesh on the bone.
That's a common misconception, yeah.
They're not a dog, although there are zombie dogs.
Those ones probably would eat bones.
Probably. At least gnaw on them a little bit. Alright, so we actually have to... This took me a long time to understand. You actually have to stay at the hotel overnight to get this to work. That took me a long time to figure out the first time I played this. Marrow can be pretty good, especially if you're, man, if you're stewing it up, if you're getting some stew going on. Ah, some bone marrow, some good stuff.
They say the best thing to do is throw a bone in.
Oh, it's so good. Like, if you want to make, like, really good stock, yeah. Alright, so let's see. I think we have 2 papers in here. We have a special paper, the Zombie Herald. So I like that the zombies have their own newspaper. The dead have begun to walk the earth again, and they've learned the power of the press.
They might not be able to kill you physically, but they can at least go after your reputation.
I'll kill you with kindness. The pen is mightier.
Character assassination.
The pen is mightier than the sword. Okay. So basically what that did is those zombies that were blocking the pathway up there, they are gone. So now it's time to make another trip into the cemetery where, oh gosh, anytime that I see a little bit of lag, that's the game's way of telling me we are sending everything in the world out to kill you right now. Which I was about as good as that could have gone. Oh, fuck those flies. Ah, good dog.
Those are bees. I'm sorry.
Well, no, we had a bee and it died.
Well,
Don't
there's more than one bee, though.
Don't put these on the same level as our beloved Buzz. Alright, so these...
Unless this is the bad future where all the bees died.
Oh god, yeah. Alright, so this tunnel actually can kind of suck. Because every enemy in here is real fucking bad. We don't want to get into any fights in here if we can avoid it. Because in these hallways, you got the ghosts that can possess you. The dogs can poison you and make you sick. And basically everything in here can just absolutely fuck you up.
What does possessing do?
Possessing means that you have a ghost following you that will never leave until you can get to, basically until we get to Saturn Valley. And it will either do 1 HP of damage, or it'll take your turn away. Both of which are not that good. So it just takes a little while, but you can get through here without getting into any fights. One of the problems is when you enter a room, if you try and immediately leave, you'll turn your back to the door, but you won't head out just yet. That gives them a really good opportunity to get a back attack in on you, and that is the last thing that you want at this point. I mean, well, we got lucky with these two, because we got our back attack on them, and if you have a back attack, you are guaranteed to run away if you are able to run away from a fight. I don't care where honey comes from, it's goddamn good.
I mean, it technically is bee vomit.
Delicious.
Delicious bee vomit.
Alright, so we're gonna pop this on Jeff just because he doesn't have them. He doesn't have as much defense. And now he's the most defense-filled one on the team. Good going, Jeff. Alright, so this guy can be a little bit of a pain in the ass. Mini barf. Fighting with the gross music.
Burp, 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 burp. Burp, 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 burp.
So yeah, I have a little, I wanted to get a bottle.
It actually makes the burp sound.
Yep. I wanted to hit him with the little bottle rocket quickly, because he will make everyone cry, which means that my attacks are going to start missing a whole lot. Yeah, no, that sound effect is, it's something alright. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, his first move is always to shoot the stinky breath.
Side moves don't miss, do they?
They're not affected by crying. Yeah, you know, I might just give her the, I might just give, Paula the, silver bracelet. He's gotta be close to death now.
Man, even with the grinding.
Well, I'm missing so many of my hits.
Can't you cure it?
If I do, he's gonna immediately do it again. So, it's not worth curing. Alright, so this part's a little tough. We gotta head up. I mean, the one nice thing is we do get a butterfly. And I think it's one that respawns. So it's like, if you had a really tough fight there, you can kind of get a little bit of your health back up. But we got a relatively long trek to Saturn Valley. And the monsters in this area are tough. But we can also take a little second here and update the progress bar. There we go. Yeah, because we got things like armored frogs and zombies and part of the reason why I wanted to level up Jeff as much as I did was to avoid having to do any grinding on this area. Just because everything on here is tough, takes so many hits, does a lot of damage, and are just bullshit enemies in general. And normally, if Jeff was a low level, I'd have to be grinding him up here. But I don't have to now.
That's what they call forethought.
Pretty much. I hate this area. I hear it. I hear it coming. The frogs are the worst, like one of the toughest enemies in the game. They are.
Just some dumb frog.
Some dumb frog that has like the most defense for its like level any enemy in the game. And here we are, my favorite town.
Remember when Kirby found a Mr. Saturn and just sold it?
The heartless bastard. You want slumber? KO. Hi, Ness, how's it going? Dad, I'm in a place alright.
Make it so you have to climb a ladder to answer the phone.
Hope you don't have a hope you don't have a fear of heights, kid. In the Great Cave Offensive.
Yeah, in the Great Cave Offensive, you found a Mr. Saturn. You also found the Triforce, and what else did you find? You found a bucket from Mario and Wario. You found.
Oh, he also just thought he kept what he found.
Well, it says how much it's worth.
I assumed
So
that he sold them. Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably thinking about selling it at least.
Yeah, the Captain
Yeah,
Falcon,
Captain Falcon's helmet,
the Screw Attack, the Falcon.
the Screw Attack. I want to look that up now.
He needs to feed
Let's
that
see.
cake habit.
Simon Belmont's whip,
That really?
or it might just be a whip. I guess it's not exclusive to him.
I don't know. I would expect if it's a vampire hunting.
You got Donkey Kong's barrel. Koopa shell. And the rest of it seems to be just...
Man, how love their fucking references.
They did. One of them is just a tire.
For like in a few of my first replays of that, I completely forgot that you needed to talk to that Saturn to learn how to wait 3 minutes.
Yeah, I really like that. That's a puzzle.
Same here.
That it's some guy who says, "What's the password?" and you just don't say anything.
So interesting factoid. It's not as prevalent in the US version, but the text of Mr. Saturn's in Japanese was he modeled them after Itoi modeled them after his daughter's handwriting.
Right, his young daughter, which she, her handwriting, you know how little kids write.
Okay, so it's called
It's
Vampire.
almost like letters, but not.
Apparently it's called Vampire Killer, so yes, definitely Castlevania reference.
Okay, so yeah, it is Belmont's whip.
Okay, so let's see, what can we sell here?
Can do all for you.
Get rid of some of these cheaper healing items. I've never found really good times to ever use the sudden guts pills or...
Isn't that just a higher crit rate?
Yeah, I've never had fights that have lasted longer than 3 rounds. No, Vamp Killer is from Metal Gear Solid. That's what they call nanomachines.
People say it got really goofy later as it went on.
They're only saying that because it got really goofy as it got later on.
Yeah, they're only saying that because it's true. Yeah.
The peanut cheese bar. It's like my favorite sounding food item ever.
Sounds gross to me.
Oh, see, no, I'd definitely be into that. So secret herbs get kind of important because they heal people who died. So I always try and keep at least 1 or 2 of them on me at all times.
You never get a psi power that heals death, do you?
Oh, yeah, you do, but not till later on. Ness and Pooh can both learn healing. Gamma and healing Omega can do that. Oh, I love Gigi's old Metal Gear Solid comics.
I like GGDG.
Same here. So again, we're gonna completely ignore the slingshot just because it gives us a little more attack, but is gonna cost us pretty big in missing. Yeah, heal Gamma and secret herbs can miss, which
Even the secret herbs.
even the secret herbs, because secret herbs is just healing Omega, healing Gamma in item form. But a couple life noodles, which is the same thing as healing Omega, will always work. Unfortunately, we don't get that as a item until we don't get that as a move until the later portion of the game. Alright, so now we're ready for two pretty nice dungeons. Actually, the Belch Lab is a pretty good grind point too, just because of Fabi's. Life Noodles and Horn of Life are both Omega. And that's why Horn of Life is so expensive.
I like these cockroaches.
I like their music a lot.
Like they've got little boots on.
Like, ooh, that would have been a bad fight.
Oh god, yeah. No, you don't want that.
We pretty much want to avoid as many frogs as we can. Even crocodiles are a little bit of a pain in the ass, and the ants suck because they move at like the same speed we move. So if one catches onto you, it's gonna drag everyone else into a fight like that. But that's actually about as good as the thing that could have happened. So now I'm just gonna use that time after a fight to just run right past him. See ya.
I'm out of here.
So I don't think this is one of the, I think this is one of the 3 mandatory photos. Because the only way you'd feasibly be able to get past here without triggering that is to use teleport, which you don't know at this stage of the game. Yep,
Or hyperspeed walking.
Strong Badman just confirmed that in chat. Alright, and now the timer begins. So, while we wait for the time to go, I will check my phone to see if anything, a lot of retweets, good. So, how's Overwatch been treating you?
I don't know. I haven't been playing it as much as I thought I would be during the Halloween update, because it goes on until 1st of November, right?
Really, that long?
I think.
Wow.
But yeah, I like it. It's mostly just new skins, though.
Mm-hmm. I
like the Junkenstein's monster stage, but past that, I mean, I think it's too hard.
I hope they do
Easy's too easy and medium's too hard.
I hope they do more of the more co-op stuff like that in future updates.
It shows that it can work.
Yeah. Yeah, Million Sandwiches says it best. When Overwatch is good, it's great. When it's bad, it's abysmal. But
and the thing is, there's not really much. Well, Blizzard can balance stuff.
Yeah.
But they don't have control over what people do in the games, you know?
That's true.
So some nights I'll have a bunch of good matches, some nights I'll have like a mixed bag, and then some nights I will just be constantly thrown into matches where people want to roll like 6 Genjis as like a joke.
Oh boy. Yeah, pray that you get 6 Bastions. Is that the plan?
No, they never do. I've never run into like a gimmick match where everybody picks Bastion. It's always like, hey, let's choose the most shitty, inappropriate characters to use. It'll be great. It'll be funny.
I mean, the only ones I've done are like multiple divas, but that's always fun for everyone involved.
Well, yeah, that's stuff like that's fun, but I'm talking like we're on offense. Everybody go Torbjorn or everybody go Widowmaker.
What the fuck is there? What? Oh god. 5.
Or they go for just like a really cheese comp where it's like 5 divas and a Lucio.
Quad City divas. 4 divas and 2 Lucios.
That's why I can't wait for
hero stacking.
Blizzard's talking about. They're talking about like a second. It's like quick play, but without stacking.
Oh, that would be cool.
Because if a team stacks a certain hero, you pretty much, unless you're like really good, you have to counter stack, and that's just not fun.
Yeah. Also, an interesting thing: if you leave the base and try and go back in, you don't have to wait 3 minutes again. Instead, you can do the get that music on command and get a belch, along with probably the most inappropriate line in the entire game. Yeah, it's not good for anyone.
Eat my shorts.
Alright, so basically we're fighting... The mini-barps are all stronger than these guys, but they're still annoying little bastards. The big difference is that the slimy little piles can get hit with, can be affected by freeze, which makes them a lot easier to deal with. And here are our happy little grind boys, the Fobbies.
Yes.
Do no damage, give a lot of experience, and come in groups. But if you let one of them learn any side moves, they will kill you.